Good evening, chat. Hello. It's Friday night. What are you doing? I need intro. Yeah, we're working on that. I've got some ideas. So, no. Womp, womp, womp. Sorry. Ah. Clyde's starting shit with the feds. Yeah. Oh. Wish. I wish. So, want to say hello to who's first? Ashley Casey first. Thank you, Ashley. Congratulations. Then over in the Rumble ghetto, because we're on Rumble tonight and Twitch. We got Real Patriots Party over in the ghetto saying, hello, Sean. And then, yeah. So, welcome, everybody. All right. So, we are going to be talking about P. Diddy. You guys are aware, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. Now he goes by, well, wait, what the fuck does he go by now? Goes by many names. He goes by many names now. And he is currently being sued among many people now. Multiple lawsuits. Also known as the brother of love or love. He was sued multiple times in 2023, if you guys remember, including back at the end of the year when he got sued and then settled within a day. I'm sure you remember that one because that was very interesting when it happened. Because he got sued and then the next day he cut a check. And yes, that checkbook caught on fire with the way he cut it loose. So, yeah, it was. It was really bad. It was really rough. That said, though, why did that happen to Diddy? He got a bunch of lawsuits all at once. If you guys remember, New York created the New York Adult Survivors Act, which allowed basically people with sex abuse lawsuits a one-time reopening of their claims for 1 year. Well, there's one person this was meant for, E. Jean Carroll, so she could sue Donald Trump. Well, because of that, other people were caught up as collateral damage, and one of those people was P. Diddy, and people now started suing him for decades-old abuses and mistreatment by Diddy. So that happened to him. Now, this lawsuit was filed in 2024. It does not rely on that time frame. It doesn't rely on that law. These are events that happened in 2022 through 2023. So they're still ripe. They're still very timely. What did Diddy do? Diddy did a lot of things, it sounds like. Some of it, though, I don't know. Some of it just seems really, really weird. So we're going to get into it. We're going to give people a couple minutes to get here. I know normally Twitter's not the fastest. I mean, YouTube's not the fastest. Yes, he might be Poof Daddy now. Poof, as they say in Britain. Yes, the diddler. Yes, that's Ned Flanders as well, the diddler. Oh. Yes, mo money, mo problems. Bella says dick puffer, apparently. Well, he might not be the dick puffer. But is involved in some dick puffing, it sounds like, based on what's alleged. P. Diddy's gear than 8 guys blowing 9 guys. Well, if there's 8 guys blowing 9 guys, that 9th guy is kind of like, what's he just standing around? Like, what's he doing? You're worried about that? Like that? Just how does that work? Shouldn't you say it's gayer than 9 guys blowing 8 guys? So, Diddy likes to watch. Well, we're gonna get to all that. How does Danny Masterson come into play here, if at all? I don't know if he does, but this is a crazy, crazy story. And I've only read a little bit of it so far. There's a lot of... There's an act for people who survive in New York. Yes. Yes, as long as you make it out of New York alive, you can sue New York. Hi, Daisy Girl over in Rumble. And then we got one person on Twitch. So hello to you. You're an island unto yourself. Oh, we have Winter Soldier and Trope Baron. Well, hi, both of you guys. Let's see here. All right, guys, we got a couple more minutes. We're going to try to wait. So if you guys don't remember from today, Michelle Trakunis, we've been doing that trial for 27 days in a row. Oh, my God, it's finally over. She was convicted today. She was convicted on all counts. So she's probably looking at life in prison. She's out on bond, though. The judge allowed her to be out on bond, and she's getting sentenced coming up, but it's not for a while, not till May. The lone twitcher. So it'll be very interesting. We also today, we covered Hannah Reid's trial, and oh my God, it was disgusting. Hannah Reid is toast. Her attorney sucks and needlessly questioned the witnesses that were going to do nothing but bury her. So, yeah, I don't really understand the point of it, but hey, they wanted to do it, so they're going to get it. Michelle Draconis is being sentenced on May 31st, by the way. So she is got a long time till then. But yeah, Hannah Reid's toast. I mean, she really was the dumbest fucking idiot out there. And it really sounds like her total job qualifications were my dad. My daddy's name is Thel Reid. And that was her job qualification. That's what got her on the job. We heard from multiple... Stabby, I was watching Maddie. So we also heard from multiple people that it was just really pathetic. It was really pathetic. We also got to see Fani Willis make her last stand in court today down in Hotlanta. The district attorney's office made their last stand to protect their involvement in the case. And Trump's team went after them. And I thought they did a pretty good job. Now, remember, yeah, it sounds great, but don't get too high on the hopium, guys. We found out Fanny's a piece of shit. She still is a piece of shit. But is anything going to really happen to her? Who knows? I don't know. I hope it's so. I hope it's enough, but we thought a lot of things were going to work out right, and they haven't worked out so far, so... Ugh, I guess. So that is where we are. And now we've got the end of the night. It's just us chat. Biden will pardon Fanny. Well, she could get charged with state crimes and she can't do anything. So just like the whole thing with Trump, if Fanny gets indicted for state level corruption and she's fucked. And also Biden tries to pardon her. Oof. Yeah. So the judge is going to take 2 weeks for Fani Willis to decide what he's going to do. Now, part of that is there's going to be a lot of work. I'm sure it's going to be well thought out, well reasoned, and a big reading. We'll go through it. He's also got other things, guys. He's not just the Trump is now your docket. He's got other cases. Apparently he has a murder trial next week. He's got all kinds of shit to do. So it's not just Trump that he's stuck on. Yes. There's also a waiter who is now coming forward. It says he saw Terrence Bradley's attorney, and Nathan Wade eating dinner within the past month. And obviously they were getting ready and they were talking about this. because what did Nathan Wade say? They haven't seen each other in years. So I'm sure things were being worked out. J-Rock says if she was the old Fanny I met, she would have resigned already. Yeah. And you are saying that you think Fanny will get the boot. I'm hoping she gets the boot, but who knows? Who really knows? Now we know why Diddy's old catchphrase was "Take that, take that." Yeah. You got a super chat already. Tabby timeout for $10. Thanks for these late night shows to fill the void. We don't have to worry about you cowing out because obesity will get you first. I've been losing weight, and if I lose a lot, things like this just make me want to lose a bunch of weight just to fuck with you, because if I do lose a lot of weight, now you're going to panic because I will turn into a cow, I guess. So, challenge accepted. But thank you, Tabby. Stabby saying, be careful what you wish for. An actual prosecutor might take up the case against Trump if she gets booted, or his whole case get tossed. Well, it depends. The judge could dismiss the whole thing and say if somebody wants to prosecute it, they can. That's probably how that's going to go if it gets tossed. What I hope happens, Jim Bully shunning a weight loss. Yeah, Jim, give me a hat for every 50 pounds. How about that? And I'll take a hat, Jimbo. With that being said, what do I think could happen there? I don't think anybody else is going to fucking touch this. So if this gets out, it's done. And then, like I said last night, you start pulling that thread, and you implode Georgia. Next to go is the New York case or the Florida case with the secret documents, which we don't have heard about lately. And then eventually the Supreme Court walks in, Daddy Clarence, Uncle Clarence Thomas comes in with the baseball bat and delivers a coup de grace to Jack Smith and takes care of it all. And that'll be the final step. That would be it. All right, guys. Well, we got 10 minutes in. Whoever's here is here. Let's get started. This is going to be interesting. Stacey, I'll send you $1 for every pound you lose. All right. So here we go. Well, you won't know because I'm not going to tell you where I'm at. You'll just know I'm skinny. J-Rock's saying he thinks it'll be no prosecution, no jail, but disqualified from this case. I don't know. Hoping somebody goes after her. She kind of needs a little just desserts because we're at that stage. John Smith for $2 says judge just needs to wait until election to file as D or L. Yeah. So here we go. Well, let's get started with Diddy. Thank you, John. I appreciate the super chat. All right. Oh, guys, I have not had the chance to read through this. We've been busy all day, so we're going to go together here. This is in the Federal District of New York. In the Southern District of New York, guys, the very, very prestigious Southern District where everything occurs. Well, except this one makes sense probably to be here. This is going to be an interesting one. So you have Rodney Jones. And his nickname is Lil Rod. Versus Sean Combs. Now you wonder who Justin Combs is. We'll get to all these people. And there's a jury demand. So I did get this far. This is hilarious. Trigger warning. Normally this is like kind of weird to put this in a document. It's like, no, don't do this. But yes. This contains highly graphic information of a sexual nature, including sexual assault. Well, that sounds like fun. Additionally, there are graphic images of the aftermath of a shooting, redacted images of sexual intercourse. Hell yeah. Redacted images of minors. Ugh. Hold on. I'll go see if Vosh wants to do a collab. Maybe he'll do one with me. Sex workers and prostitutes. Maybe Vito too. I don't know. Details of sex trafficking and the illegal distribution of guns. Oh, the illegal distribution of guns. Oh my God. Oh no. Based. And then, oh no, drugs. So plaintiff Rodney Lil Rod Jones. That's Lil Rod. That's just sounds like a really bad porn name. It's like you're a bottom. You get the Lil Rod. And Sean Combs. They're being sued. So here you go. Here's the jurisdiction and venue. The issue is that, and here's the thing, from September 22nd to the date of this filing, so February 2024, the defendants have consistently and purposely availed themselves of the privilege of conducting activities within the state of New York, thus involving the benefits and protections under New York law. In return for these benefits and protections, they must submit to the burdens of New York litigation. Are there substantial contacts? And this language here, you're like, oh, wow, they're availing themselves. That's special. There's very few times where you have to use magic words in law, but in pleadings is one of them, and they're availing themselves. Those are the magic words. This litigation arises to the tortious activities defendants visited upon the defendants. Activities defendants visited upon probably means the plaintiffs in the states of New York, California, Florida, and the United States Virgin Islands. This tortious conduct violated United States federal RICO laws. It's never RICO. 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 Even if it's RICO, you know what to do. It's never RICO. It's never RICO. Requiring defendants to litigate these claims in the district does not offend traditional notions of fair play and substantial justice. Plaintiffs' claims arise from some conduct occurring by the defendants in New York. Now, this is very much like what we talked about last night or yesterday or Wednesday. It's Wednesday now. Jeez. With Nick and Monty in their lawsuit. This is where it all occurred. All the stuff occurred here, and all the defendants are here. So we're coming to you. We're going to come really hard. Yes. So Rodney Jones is an American artist and music producer. He resides in the state of New York and California. Sean Combs is a rapper known by his stage names Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, Diddy, Brother of Love, or Love. I haven't heard these last two, but okay. Diddy came to fame in the early 90s with his record label Bad Boy Records. I remember the 90s. He rose to his prominence in the music and entertainment industry over the decades and is regularly referenced to as a hip-hop mogul. Diddy resides at 200 South Mapleton Drive, Beverly Hills, California, 90024. Too bad he doesn't have 90210. So, in case you didn't know, that's what Diddy looks like. The defendant, Justin Dior Combs, is the son of Diddy and Misa Highland. Combs was born on December 30th, 1993. God dang, he's not that much younger than me. He has appeared on TV shows like Catfish, the TV show Wild and Out, Hip Hop, whatever. And he resides in Los Angeles. Okay, and that's his son right there. Boom. Lucian Grange is the CEO of the Universal Music Group, and he resides in La Quinta, California, and in Pacific Palisades, California. Oh, that's fancy. Oh my gosh, what is this? So here he is. Oh, he's got the pedo look to him, doesn't he? Got the pedo glasses. And then Ethiopia. God, all the hip hop commentators are gonna they're like, this fucking white boy. Heptamariam, I know I messed that up, is the former CEO of Motown Records, the parent company of the defendant Love Records. And she resides in Sherman Oaks, California. So here she is. And then Christina Corum is the chief of staff to Diddy. Diddy has a chief of staff. Why doesn't it just say fixer? She's the Ray Donovan for Diddy. And she lives on, well, it's almost like Coach Red Pill is calling back to us from the ether at Wilshire Boulevard. Yeah. You can hear it in the distance. And that's her. Chalice Recording Studios is a popular recording studio located in Los Angeles. So Chalice Recording Studios, Los Angeles. And that's their logo. That's just weird. Motown Records is located in Los Angeles, California. Okay. Defendant Universal Music Group is a record label with its place of business in Santa Monica. And that's where Lucian Grange is the chairman. So there's Universal Music Group, like the big time. And Defendant Love Records was founded by Diddy and also the people from Motown Records. And it's in LA. Love Records. Combs Enterprises is a diverse portfolio of businesses and investments. They have a principal place of business in New York City. Combs Global. So now we got Lil Rod. Lil Rod is from Chicago. He's the oldest son, second oldest son, and fourth child out of 9 siblings. Damn, that's a lot of kids popping out. Comes from a long line gospel music people. Started playing at age 5. He's been playing forever. There he is as a kid. He was considered a musical prodigy. And throughout the duration of his career, he has worked along with legendary greats of the South Side, the Georgia Mass Choir. I don't know who the fuck these people are. Whatever. In August 22, he got a call from Diddy requesting that he produce several songs on an R&B album titled The Love Album, Off the Grid. Jones agreed, and his life has been detrimentally impacted ever since. Okay, so now here we go. Here we go, guys. I guess it's time to buckle up. Now we're getting the things. Yes, potentially criminal deadline. Mr. Otterpocket says, did I miss any of the 800-pound lawyer? No, not yet. Oh, hella. Oh, yeah, you are here. You know what? Sure. Why not? If you're, well, I don't know what time it is in Kangaroo Land, so here you go. If you'd like to join me, at least for a little bit, because this is going to get really, it's going to get fucking disgusting. I have the feeling, based on what we read last night. So, join us. Oh, we got another super chat here. D for $5 saying Diddy wanted to work his South Side real hard. Sore cheeks to soar high in his career. Oh, very funny. Very funny. I like it. All right. So, where are we at? We got to get going here. So, from September 22nd to November of 2023, Jones produced 9 songs on his album. Jones lived at Combs for months at a time, spending holidays, birthdays, and missing major family events. Okay, well, sure he got paid. He resided with Combs in LA, New York City, and Miami, Florida. Jones also spent several weeks on a yacht rented by Combs in the Virgin Islands. Throughout his time with Combs, Jones witnessed, experienced, and endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer on the Love album. The claims raised in his complaint have been corroborated through witness statements, video recordings, and images that Jones had in his possession. Okay. Mr. Combs required Jones to record him constantly. On several occasions, Diddy took Jones' cell phone and began recording himself. As a result, Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Diddy, his staff, and his guests engaged in serious illegal activity. Well, that's not the purpose of a lawsuit. This lawsuit is supposed to be Diddy did something to you, not Diddy did shit. Right. Winter Soldier says Riley and Mint Salad will volunteer to act out the redacted images. I'm good. I'm good. No thanks. No thanks. We don't need them. We don't need him. Walter Malone for $5 says Diddy's lawsuit is formatted the same way as Vito's leaked comment. They also sit around grape, noggin jogging. I know. You guys, holy cow. All right, so we're going to keep going here. All right. Mr. Jones has secured irrefutable. It can't be refuted. Irrefutable evidence of the acquisition and use and distribution of ecstasy. Oh no, cocaine, GHB. Oh no, ketamine, marijuana. Oh no, the pot needles and mushrooms. The displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms. Once again, based. Mr. Diddy, I'm not calling him Mr. Combs. They should call him Diddy. Diddy providing laced alcoholic beverages to minors. What the fuck? To minors and sex workers at his homes in California, New York, the Virgin Islands, and Florida. Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Coram, instructing her staff to retrieve drugs so she can provide them to Diddy for his consumption. Christian Combs drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. Diddy detailing how he planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop T.D. Jakes to soften the impact of his public image of Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. Guys, you remember, Cassie Ventura is the lady who sued Diddy, and he cut the check the next day. Young Miami's cousin and or assistant sexually assaulting Mr. Jones. That's the funny thing. He's not even getting assaulted by, like, the stars, but it's the stars, like, assistants that are assaulting him. It's like, you're not even, like, they don't think you're worthy enough for, like, the big stars, the singers and rappers to assault you. It's their staff that's assaulting you. You're, like, that low on the totem pole. And then actor Cuba Gooding Jr. sexually harassing and assaulting Mr. Jones. Then there's rapper 3, who's redacted. I love that guy in his redacted album, just this, and it's just blacked out, just bleep the whole way through. Consorting with underage girls, sex workers, and then R&B singer in Diddy's Los Angeles home, consorting with underage girls and sex workers. Is that meant to be R. Kelly? I mean, I don't know. Like, let's see. That's he is a Philadelphia. Oh, okay. He is a Philly rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Number 4, he's a Grammy award-winning R&B singer who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bajan billionaire. Who the fuck? What? Okay. Okay. Let's see here. The Philly rapper who dated Okay. So the first guy, the Philly rapper dating Nicki Minaj, is Meek Mill. Okay, and then number 4, the R&B singer, and that's what I thought this was. It's that was meant to be Rihanna. So that's Chris Brown. So apparently he says Meek Mill was on a yacht with underage girls, and then Chris Brown was hanging out with Diddy at his home, and they were fucking around with underage girls. Like, okay. So let's see here. Now, some of this, I don't know how it's going to survive the diversity issues, because some of this happened out in California, and they're all California people, so there's no diversity jurisdiction. Unless they're trying this all as federal RICO, which takes care of a lot of the problems. There probably is. And I bet they're also going to claim, like, interstate trafficking, and he could sue as a survivor of that, which would give him federal access. Kind of like the R. Kelly lawsuits. So we'll see. In September, Diddy held a writer and producer camp at Chalice Recording Studio. What do you like a producer's camp? Like, got to learn how to write. Tear the page. Like, what the fuck? Present at this camp were Diddy and his son and Justin's friend named G. G is a 30-year-old tall African-American male. Ooh, I like where this is going already. Sounds very bull-like. In addition to these individuals, other musicians were present at the camp. This writer has spoken to several musicians who attended the camp. This writer, so that means the attorney has spoken to several musicians who attended the camp. Why are you introducing yourself as a fucking fact witness now? You should just say upon information and belief, several musicians attended this camp. There's ways you can do that, but you're saying this writer has spoken to several people. Who's the writer? You mean counsel? But notice if he said counsel, why? I don't know. Why would you do it this way? I don't understand why you do it this way. I really don't know. Doesn't make much sense to me that way. Oh. But yeah, what are they, one evening during the camp, one night at camp, the camp counselors, Diddy, his son, and G were in a heated conversation. That conversation moved out of the studio to a restroom adjacent to where Lil Rod was sitting. Lil Rod was 2 feet away from the bathroom when gunshots rang out. Lil Rod heard multiple gunshots. Okay. Lil Rod went into a state of shock and feared he would be shot next. Went into a state of shock. It's like, well, motherfucker, where's your gun? Mr. Jones genuinely believed he would be shot through the door due to how close he was. Well, then that's why you got a fucking gun too, and you start busting back. Can't let them have the nigga moment all by themselves. Yeah, after the shooting ended, a crowd gathered around the restroom. They came out of the closet. When the door finally opened, Diddy and his son exited. G was lying on the floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out of his leg and hip area. Wow. Well, everyone stood around looking upon G. Frustrated by the lack of aid to G, Lil Rod dropped everything, ran to him, and began placing pressure on the gunshot wound to the stomach. As he was doing that, he saw G was gushing blood from an area near his hip. He decided to lift G and placed him to sit on the toilet. Man, this is a freaky fetish story, man. Some down low stuff, I date women, but have sex with bleeding men in the bathroom. Jones lifted G and brought him to the ambulance at the studio's front. He carried him. It's like the bodyguard. It's like, and I will always love you. And so at this time, Diddy and his son disappeared. Diddy gave strict instructions of informing the police he had nothing to do with the shooting. He also forced Jones to lie to the police by telling him that G was shot standing outside the studio by a drive-by assailant. Like, what happened? Oh, some black guy shot us. And the cops were like, okay, makes sense to us. And they drove off. So what is this? This is I don't see the actionable stuff here. What are we arguing? Like infliction of emotional distress? What? So they talk about what happened there. This is a release about it. A man in his 30s was taken to a hospital in stable condition. He was shot in the abdomen. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there we go. So that's a news story about it. Jones has several corroborating witnesses who spoke with this writer anonymously. This writer anonymously due to the fear of retaliation from Diddy. They agreed to speak when subpoenaed. Jones has the clothing he wore that day and believes it still may have the DNA. Believes it still has the stains of DNA of G's blood. He's like, I smell it every day. I love the way that boy smell. Following are screenshots of the aftermath of the restroom. Well, yeah, that's blood. That's blood. That's like a bad hemorrhoid, but that's blood. Clearly, G was not shot outside the studio as Diddy told his team. Diddy and his defendants, Love Records, Motown, UMG, and CRS, provided private security for the writers at the camp. The security is porous and lackluster at best. Well, how was it? It's Diddy's place. I'm sure he's a lot like, yes, Diddy were allowed to come in there with guns. And those guns were not confiscated by security. It's Diddy's camp. Like, all of Diddy's entities provided security. So guess what they're going to allow? Diddy's their boss. Guess what you get to do when you hire security? You get to tell them what you're doing. Everybody else isn't going to have a gun, but I will. Like, why do they make this sound so fucking bizarre? It's not like those security guards be like, oh, excuse me, sir. Yeah, hey, dude, you that's paying us. Give up your gun. Like, that's not how this fucking works. Bodyguards don't frisk their principal. As a result of this shooting, Jones is severely traumatized. Really, you grew up on the south side of Chicago. PTSD, severe anxiety, depression, and insomnia. Thankfully, no heat rash or heat allergy. Now, this is where, okay, here we go. Jones was sexually harassed and assaulted by Diddy. Throughout his time living with Diddy, Jones was the victim of constant. It's like Vince McMahon, like, more. Unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Diddy. Why are you letting a grown man touch your butthole? Why are you letting a grown man touch your butthole? That's what I want to know. Oh, shit. The beep didn't go off. I'm sorry, Hella. Hi, Hella. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Sorry about that. How long have you been there?
Quite a while.
Okay, well, now you're here for the good parts. It doesn't matter.
It's all right. I've been just watching from back there, and we've been talking. Chat and I've been talking.
Okay, so Diddy attended the Hannah. Well, you could have private chatted me, and I would have seen that.
Really?
Diddy attended the Hannah Reid School of Firearms Safety. Oh no. Jonathan says he could be like, help, a black dude shot me. The cops show up, only see the black dude shot, so they shoot him. That could happen. That could have happened. Yeah, Brad's like, yeah, let me touch that anus. Diddy probably. Reformed Convict saying you need to go grab some tissues out of the bathroom.
No, that's mean.
I know, it's fine, but
that's fine.
How are you doing, Hella?
I'm pretty good.
So have you heard about this at all until I brought it up, or no?
I knew there was something going on with Diddy. I didn't know exactly what it was. Is this the first time that it's like all come out though? Like
yes.
all the details? Yeah.
Yes,
so
this is the first time. So he had the lawsuits, but those were part of the reason why Trump got sued was because they made a law that allowed E.G. and Carroll to sue him. Well, everybody else took advantage of it. So last year when that lawsuit got filed and he cut the check right away and settled, that was all part of that. This is an entirely different lawsuit though. But yeah, so Diddy likes to touch buttholes of men.
As you do.
Yes, yeah. I guess that Bad Boy Records is different, takes on a whole new meaning now.
Oh, look, I mean, there's been a few of these rappers who have had similar allegations come out in the past.
Yeah.
It's not that unusual.
Yeah, I know. He was without sin, touched the first booty hole. I get it.
Exactly. I mean, he's been accused of being the one behind the whole Tupac thing.
Yeah. Well, that's a different story.
That's a whole different story.
He's part of 1 Pac, 2 Pac, 3 Pac, none.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, I did a Tupac stream, and it was called Tupac for Aussies, like for Dummies 101.
Yeah.
Because I can't pronounce Tupac.
You can't?
Well, I call it Tupac, and apparently that's not right.
Yeah,
but I'm not the only one around here who does that. So, regardless, Diddy has been accused of lots of things over the years.
I know, but this makes it really weird though.
Okay, so the touching of the anus
of another man.
That's not That's not the another man.
Yeah,
But
it's
that
funny
changes.
because Mr. Jones's name is his street nickname, his rapping nickname is Lil Rod. So he's touching Lil Rod on his booty hole.
Who would choose for their name to be Lil Rod?
I don't know why he chose that, but yeah, he's Lil Rod. Diddy's handling Lil Rod. So these events took place in LA, New York, Florida, and the Virgin Islands. Okay. If you don't know, do you know where those are? That's way down in the Caribbean. Way down there.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, way
Yeah.
down there. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like the anus.
Yes. Yes, way down in the Windward Islands. Yes. Yes, in the anus of the Caribbean. I'm sure.
He most likely had a comically small penis fella.
Yeah, the Caribbean's asshole.
Some people call my country the asshole of the world. Actually, no, that's not it. It's Tasmania, which is a little island off the bottom of Australia. That's the asshole.
All right, so
speaking of assholes, let's keep going, shall we?
Yes. In addition to the unsolicited and unauthorized touching, well, okay, Jones was forced by Diddy to work in Diddy's bathroom as Diddy walked around naked and showered in a clear glass what the fuck? Walked around naked and showered in a glass enclosure. He was forced to work in the bathroom like, he sit there and like start writing lyrics. And Diddy just walk around, his cock flopping all over, like getting ready and taking a shower. Like, how does this work? How does this work? He's sitting there, he's got his notepad out, and he's like, yo, Diddy, tell me what you think about this. And he's just flipping through his notes. He's like, here's my lyrics. And Diddy's just in the shower. It's like,
I don't have a pen.
Yeah.
Where's my writing implements?
Yeah, hold on. He's like, oh, your pen ain't working. Diddy's just standing next to him with his dick. He's like, here, grab that. And you're like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, as a heterosexual Christian man, you stayed around this for like a year, bro. Come on now.
Who's kidding who here?
Yeah. Jones was uncomfortable with the advances and expressed his discomfort to Diddy's chief of staff, which I love how he's got a chief of staff. And KK responded to Jones with the complaint, that's you ask my mom about stuff, and so, or even 2.0, and she'll say, Sean will be Sean. I at least see that part of me, that Sean will be Sean. KK also attempted to downplay Diddy touching his butthole and genitals as friendly horseplay, stating those acts were Diddy's way of showing that he likes you. If he didn't like you, he wouldn't do it.
No. Look, okay, so note to self, don't become friends with Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that one.
Yeah.
For future reference.
Yes. Despite these assurances, when Diddy began to undress and walk around his house naked, KK would say, okay, I'm leaving now, and she would disappear. Her hypocrisy is breathtaking at best or enabling at worst. Jones believes KK aided and abetted Diddy's sexual assault of him and was working with Combs to groom him into accepting a homosexual relationship. Well, it sounds like you kind of bit. You stayed there for nearly like a year and a half, dude. Like, through these sexually deviant acts, one would say Diddy has a pattern and practice of engaging in such nefarious activity.
Yeah.
This ongoing conduct shows that Diddy cannot be rehabilitated. Well, I don't know about that. Okay, so here we go. There we go. We got the $10,000. We have the secret word. It's like Peter's
Hey!
What's the secret word? Gay sex. Ah!
I had that on my bingo card. Bing.
Yes. Gay sex, everybody. Yes. Gayer the better. All the gay sex. I just want to see all kinds of gay sex. More gay sex. So much gay sex. When you hear the word sex, you assume it's gay sex. I want gay sex to absorb the word sex.
Vince McMahon is back.
Yeah, that shape says this complaint is wild. I know. I can't do Chris Hansen's voice. Yes. Well, have a seat over here, Mr. Combs. You send your text messages to Mr. Jones. You wanted to touch his booty hole. Do you have anything you'd like to say about that? Do you like touching men's booty holes, Mr. Combs? Funny bits is enough with the Ricada talk. Oh.
Boom.
Yes. More. Yes, he better. If we get done with this and he has shit on everybody. If he hasn't shit on anyone, I'm very upset. I will be very, very upset. So grooming for gay sex.
Tell us about that.
Yes. So Diddy was aware that Mr. Jones looked up to the plaintiff, looked up to an idolized producer, Stephen Aaron Jordan. Stevie J is an American DJ. See, you and him combined, you guys are DJs. Record producer and television personality. Stevie J was part of Bad Boy Records production team, The Hitmen. In 97, Stevie J won a Grammy Award for his work on Puff Daddy's debut album. Throughout the 90s, Stevie J produced several artists. Mariah Carey, Tevin Campbell, the Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls, 112,
Hey, Biggie.
Faith, Jay-Z, and Eve. He was one of the producers on the Love album. Well, sounds like Diddy was trying to get some lovin'.
Oh, yeah.
Diddy used access to Stevie J's knowledge of Jones' admiration to groom and entice Jones to engage in homosexuality. Diddy went so far as to share a video of Stevie J anally penetrating a Caucasian male without a condom. Your hero. He'd be like, listen, your hero fucks, man. Isn't that okay? Look, we all fuck each other. It's totally normal.
Everyone does it.
Yeah. This is done to ease Jones's anxiety concerning homosexuality. According to Diddy, this is a normal practice in the music industry. Look, even Stevie J is doing it, man. Everybody want to fuck. Like, yeah. Well, the casting couch is real, I guess.
Yeah.
You ain't cool unless you take a dick.
This must be before Grindr, right?
It's 2022 to 2023.
Oh, come on now. Like, he could get dick if he wanted to. Why did he have to convince?
Because he wanted this dick.
Okay.
So Diddy informed Jones that he engaged in sexual... Oh, okay. So Diddy informed Mr. Jones he engaged in sexual intercourse with a rapper, number 5, and R&B singer, number 6, and Stevie J. Okay, so who's number 5? 5 is the Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Okay, that's Meek Mill. Meek Mill. 6 performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Who the fuck is that?
Oh, someone tell us.
R&B singer, Super Bowl. Hold on, here we have to Google this.
What's happening in that photo?
We'll get to that in a second.
There's something happening to him.
So people are like denying being gay. Oh my God, is this what they? Oh no. Oh shit.
That's what he said.
The footnote strongly suggests 2 people.
What?
Number 6. Yes, Usher.
Tell me.
Oh my God. Fucking P. Diddy balling out into Usher's ass. That's it. That's amazing. That's a shame. Says, I got news for you. Thank you. Unhung Hero says, oh, I'm going to come. You're not the only one who's probably come in this story.
No.
J-Rock says, Vince needs to read some more of this, please, Sean. Vince will make an appearance in a second.
I'm pretty sure.
Debbie says, how old is a plaintiff again? He's not a minor, is he? No, he's a grown-ass man who's like in his 40s. Grown-ass man. Grown-ass man. Rocky says, how long has R. Kelly been locked up? While this was all going on, R. Kelly was locked up in jail.
Thank God.
Okay, by Francis, Usher has plenty of money and can get any woman he wants. He's gay. Okay. Scam Monkey says, I convinced every black celebrity is secretly gay. On a down low. Yes.
Wow, Diddy
Isn't
did it.
Usher the one who brought up and groomed Bieber? Yeah. Yes, the Usher gay rumors do go all the way back to like the beginning when he got big. You know, when he said you got it bad, maybe he's talking about HIV because, yeah, when you get it, you got it bad. The following are screenshots of the video of Stevie J penetrating a Caucasian male that Diddy provided. So look, he's got the grunt. He's just like,
yeah. Oh yeah, he's in pain.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like he's licking some titties.
He's a pillow
And then, there's a big black. Look how big his dick is. It's a big black box.
Huge. That is a huge black box.
Yeah, there's some edge. That cock's got some edges on it, man. You have to get some sandpaper out and knock the edges down, like round them off.
Check it out.
He's got to put the little thingies on to protect the corners.
Yep.
Doesn't hurt anybody.
Like it's like they had to put it back, like it's like they put a black box down, but then they actually had to like put another one down on top because it couldn't cover it up completely.
Exactly.
Wow.
So Thanksgiving 2022, Mr. Jones is sexually assaulted by Young Miami's cousin. I don't know who the fuck Young Miami is. Okay.
Yeah.
Jones with Diddy at Diddy's house in Miami, Florida. Young Miami and her female cousins were also present. Diddy was intoxicated and offered cocaine to Jones. Jones rejected him because he's like, I smoke crack, y'all. I'm from Chicago. And walked to the restroom. While using the restroom, Young Miami's cousin burst into the bathroom and began groping Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones believes that Diddy set her in there to sexually assault him. As she entered the bathroom, she dropped to her knees and began performing oral sex on Lil Rod, Lil Rod's penis.
Wouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, like, if you're going to the bathroom, like, and you're in front of the toilet, like, how did she get in front of you?
Well, there's a lot of space because he's got a little rod.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if he's peeing in the toilet, did she jump in front of the toilet and just like, no, and just splash her in the face? Or like, Lil Rod just like walk around his fucking dick just flopping around, and that girl just jumps down in front of it to catch it. Like, how is this working? Like, how is this working?
I need a slow motion breakdown.
Use the toilet, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame, says he turned around in surprise, Sean. Oh, I'm sure it was a surprise to him, yes. I turned around and this woman was just sucking my dick. And presumably, if she's hanging out at Diddy's house, she's probably good looking. So it's like, this hot chick was just on my dick. And I'm like, no, devil. Get away from me, devil. It's like Alex Jones. It's like, no, your globalist trap won't work on me. Miami's cousin did not accept Jones's rejection and proceeded to follow him out of the bathroom. She started undressing and attempted to straddle him and have sex with him in the presence of Combs and his staff. Well, like, how did she like rip his dick out like in the middle too of everything, or what? Once again, Jones pushed her off. The following are images of a video of Young Miami, her cousin Jones, and Diddy. So this is Lil Rod. Obviously, that's Diddy. Lil Rod, Diddy. Young Miami, her female cousin. I'm assuming this is the female cousin because she looks like the rapper. Then you got this dude. He's like, "Hey, nobody jumping on my dick." He's just like,
"Yeah, what's going on?"
He's like, "What about my dick?"
Wait, people could be touching your ass.
So here we go. This is how we figure we have jurisdiction here. The Trafficking and Victims Protection Act. Okay, throughout this time, he was transported from California to New York, Florida, and the United States Virgin Islands. Okay. So that's how he's, even though they have, there's diversity jurisdiction problems, it's done through federal law, so they're allowed to do this here. The writer is in possession of this video and will provide a copy to the court. Like, I can't wait till that gets leaked. The sex workers that Combs forced Mr. Jones to bring back to his home. This part sounds very interesting. So on or about February 2nd, Jones believed Diddy drugged him. Jones recalls waking up dazed, naked, and confused. He was in bed with 2 hookers and Mr. Combs. Well, were they male or female hookers? I'm kind of curious.
More information, please.
He recalls aimlessly wandering in the house with no clothes on. Okay.
How did his butt feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just taking pictures of all these passed out hookers. Okay. On
Can we
another
tell if they're
occasion,
male?
what?
Can we tell if they're male?
No, they look like that looks like female. That looks like hair. And I don't know. That looks like female, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're troons. On another occasion in Miami, Florida, on Thanksgiving night of 2022. Well, see, here's the thing. We don't hear him saying like, "Hey, man," like, because he's like, "I didn't miss all my holidays." Did you ever ask? Like, I'm gonna go home and celebrate Thanksgiving. So on Thanksgiving night, Diddy asked Jones and DeForest Taylor to enter the studio bathroom. He asked him for $100 bill because he wanted to do cocaine with them. Mr. Jones is scared, but luckily he didn't have no $100 bill. So Diddy waited to do a little later to do coke with Young Miami. Well, of course, he doesn't have $100 because he's a crack guy. He smokes crack. Later that evening, he requested Jones solicit sex workers from the Booby Trap on River Road in Miami, Florida. Jones did so, and and Diddy forced him to engage in unsolicited sex acts with these workers. How did he force you? I mean, look at this. He's a grown-ass man. How did he force you to do that?
I don't understand the logistics of that.
Yeah, okay, so Booby Trap.
Nice.
Booby Trap. All right, Booby Trap on the river. As part of Mr. Jones' sex worker recruitment tools, what sex worker recruitment tools? Diddy provided Jones with an exclusive bad boy baseball cap and required him to wear it to Booby Trap on the river as a signal to any sex worker he approached that Diddy was in town and had sent Jones to recruit them. Okay. So he was meant to just go pick him up. It's like, Diddy want to eat your ass? And they'll be like, okay. Jones had no desire to visit Booby Trap on the river. He had no desire to solicit sex workers. Diddy used his power and influence to intimidate and force Jones into soliciting sex workers from Booby Trap. As detailed below, Diddy uses many tactics to maintain dominion and control of Jones.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Isn't he a grown man, Mr. Jones?
Yes.
What's he doing hanging around him at all?
Well, he's a producer, and Diddy said, "Hey, I want you to help me produce my album." So it was like a big break.
Okay.
You know, you're working with Diddy. Like, what more could you want?
But he doesn't have to hang around him all the time. Like, he doesn't have to be in his house.
There's some issues there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to work with the women because he's gay too. Apparently, his workers were accustomed to Diddy and would know that he was in town by the side of the bad boy's baseball cap. Okay.
Yeah.
The following are Instagram profiles of the 2 sex workers that Diddy required him to solicit and have sex with at his home in Miami, Florida. Okay, I mean, she doesn't look too bad, and yeah, there you go. I mean, like, sorry, Rod, they weren't trannies, I guess. I don't know.
They might be. You don't know.
So he had no desire. Yes. Lil Rod had no desire to sleep with these hookers, these good-looking hookers. Diddy uses power and influence and force Jones into sleeping with these women. Like, how? You didn't tell us yet.
Yeah, please.
The following is another phone number of another sex worker Diddy required Jones to solicit and perform sex acts with at his home in Miami. Okay. Jones had no desire to solicit or have sex with individuals in the previous paragraphs. Diddy uses power to force Jones to do it. Okay. Diddy used many tactics to maintain dominion and control. He promised him a Grammy for Producer of the Year for the Love album. How the fuck can he promise that? How can you promise that? Yeah. Is Diddy going to rig it?
I'll make them give you an award.
Yeah. Although, here, he offered you $250,000. He's paying you 250 G's, man. Like, at some point, like, you're sticking around, Haas and Pfeffer.
Okay.
Yes, Eric Foam's right. Lil Rod doesn't like cock. He loves it. The littler, the better. He's got a little cock fetish.
It does.
Debbie for $5 says, grown man can't walk away not buying it. I know. It's just like the Vince McMahon lawsuit.
Huh.
It is, really. I mean, think about it. He give up that booty for $250K. I mean, that's selling out pretty easy, I think. But, Diddy also promised him ownership of his $20 million property, One Star Island in Miami, Florida.
What?
He promised access to record label executives like Lucian Grange, who's the head of Universal Music Group, and Ethiopia Habitabarium.
He really wanted that ass.
Yeah, Diddy would often switch up his approach. He would go from promising Jones the world to threatening Jones with physical harm. Combs threatened to eat Lil Rod's face and informed Lil Rod that he's willing to kill his mother. Diddy's going to say he'll kill his mother, Janice Combs, if he must, in order to get what he wants, so he wouldn't think twice to harm Mr. Jones. If you don't fuck this hooker, I'm going to kill my mom. It's like, what? Like, oh my God.
No, go back. Eat his face?
Yeah, I'm going to eat your face. You better eat that hooker. Eat that hooker's butthole or I'll eat your face off. Like,
you glossed over that, sure.
I did. I highlighted it. I didn't gloss over it.
You did. You were talking. Okay, I know that the killing of the mother is pretty bad, but the eating of the face?
Yeah, I eat your face off.
I eat your face.
That's just...
Face eaters are rare.
Yeah. In Florida, it's not. You got the bath salts, but Diddy and his son, that's Jake Holmes, solicits drugs and engages in illicit sex acts with with minors and sex workers. Okay, on or about July 2nd, Diddy had a listening party at his home. Present at this party was an R&B artist, redacted, number 9. Diddy's son, sex workers, and some underage girls. Who is number 9? 9 is a Grammy Award-winning R&B singer who had trouble with the law enforcement after assaulting a Bayesian billionaire. That's Chris Brown. So Chris Brown was involved, and I guess Lil Rod is a hoe because these hoes ain't loyal. They go run around talking on y'all. The event began at 7. Diddy requested female sex workers and required Jones to solicit them. An hour later, several sex workers appeared. Yeah, so he went out and did a delivery run. He's like, go pick me up some hoes. In addition to sex workers, there were 5 women in the crowd that were under the age of 16, okay? Diddy forced all the women to drink Lace De Leon liquor. Upon information and belief, Diddy laced the liquor with ecstasy, okay? Diddy did not check the identification of any of these underage girls. The presence of these underage girls made Jones very uncomfortable. He attempted to leave and Diddy forced him to stay. Diddy went so far as to take Jones's car keys to prevent him from leaving. After being forced to drink the shots, Jones began to feel lightheaded and recalls passing out and waking up at 4 a.m. the following morning, naked with a sex worker sleeping next to him. Screenshots of a video from that night are embedded below. Okay.
You know what, though? Diddy was just doing the right thing because he knew that he was intoxicated. So he didn't, he took his keys. So he didn't drive under the influence. So he was being responsible.
Yeah. Well, that red light is like very offensive to my eyes. That would be annoying to be around. So there we go. Yeah. This writer's in possession of the videos. They're going to be great when they get leaked. I can't wait. So this part's interesting. Diddy trafficked this guy off to Cuba Gooding Jr., who does have a issue apparently of being all touchy-feely.
Who doesn't in this story?
I don't know, but yeah, somebody said earlier, is it like every black celebrity, do they become gay to get their fame? Like, what is wrong with these guys?
I know, right?
It's like the guy, it's like that pastor. He's like, what's wrong with y'all niggas? Like, why y'all gay? Why y'all gay? And Jesse Peterson's like, why y'all gay?
So much gay.
Yeah. So Jones believes that Diddy was grooming him to pass him off to his friends. This fear became reality when Diddy introduced him to Cuba Gooding Jr. while they were on Diddy's yacht. During the introduction, he suggested that Cuba get to know Jones better, and he left him alone in a makeshift studio on the yacht. Oh, so right before he gets assaulted, here's Diddy and Cuba. Like, wow, Diddy looks really fat in this picture. Yeah. I don't know if that's just the shadows or what, but damn, he makes me look svelte.
So the guy that he's holding, that's
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Right.
Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah.
It's like, okay, so let's go and eat each other's ass.
Yeah. Like we're gonna do some gay shit.
Yeah.
Some real gay shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be gay.
Like, we're gonna be bros, just being bros. Saturdays are for the boys. Yeah. As evidenced by a video of which screenshots are embedded below, Cuba Gooding Jr. began touching, groping, and fondling Jones's legs, his upper inner thighs near his groin, and the small of his back near his buttocks and his shoulders. He was extremely uncomfortable and proceeded to lean away from Mr. Gooding Jr. He rejected his advances, and Mr. Gooding did not stop until Mr. Jones forcibly pushed himself away. Trying to read that like a dirty book for you. The women like it, apparently. Right. Here's a screenshot of the encounter of Cuba Gooding Jr. Okay.
Oh, baby.
I mean, that's not really like, oh, yeah. He's like, This guy's like, listen to my music. And Cuba's like, what's your asshole taste like? That's what I want to know. Just look at him. It's like, this is like, it's like this guy's looking at Cuba's looking at him. He's like, you know, I had sex tonight. And Lil Rod's like, no. Cuba Gooding's like, because I'm stronger than you are. Or Lil Rod's like, uh-oh. You never heard that pickup line, Hella?
No.
How would you react if you're at a bar and some guy tried that line on you?
Because I'm stronger than you are.
Yeah.
I run.
Oh, you wouldn't be like, oh my God, I totally like a guy who takes care of himself.
Oh, yes. No, that's just so hot. I'm so turned on. Yeah.
Nicole says, if you taste one asshole, you've tasted them all. I will defer.
You just got a lot of gifted memberships, by the way.
Yes, I did. I know we're going to get to those. You know, we'll get to those right now. We'll do them all.
Yeah.
So J-Rock gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, J-Rock. And then Debbie O gifted 5 more. Thank you, guys, both. Bebop and Rocksteady for $4.99. Thank you. It's like, Cuba, let's go down under. Cuba whispered in his ear, you ever get your sheet pushed in?
Your sheet pushed in.
Yeah. Throughout his time with Diddy, Jones is under an implied work for hire agreement. Okay, that part's true. He was not compensated for his time living with Diddy or for the songs he produced. Okay. That's the real issue here. That's the real issue. Didn't get paid. He's like, you didn't pay me, so I'm going to call you a faggot. I'm going to say you fuck guys, so pay me. As evidence, he was listed as a producer for the following songs of the Love album's final release. Deliver Me. Yeah, is that what happened to Cuba? I got delivered. Stay part 1. Well, yeah, you didn't leave. Reaching. Yeah, there was a lot of reaching up your butthole. What's Love? Well, yeah, you don't know it either. Stay a While, which you did. Ooh. Moments, I'm sure there were many moments. Need somebody. Diddy needed you. Homecoming, I bet there were a lot of coming.
Oh, yeah.
Tough love. There was a lot of tough love, I bet.
Oh, you saw it. You saw him biting the pillow.
Yeah. So Diddy and his underlings all benefited from the work. They failed to compensate him. As a result, they're all unjustly enriched, which is a action, unjust enrichment. Jones attempted to work with Diddy to secure his publishing and royalty rights for the work he completed. Diddy only offered him $29,000 for 13 months. Thousands of hours of work and 9 songs I made on the Love album. Ironically, Jones is willing to take $50,000 for his publishing royalties. Diddy's self-serving agreement now and pay Mr. Jones an additional $21,000. Well, if he had paid it, would this guy have just gone away and taken his money and be like, well, I just had all these people grab my penis. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's interesting because he's basically saying that he was great. Like,
yeah, he's like, well, you know, if you paid me like a couple more $1,000, I'd have just like, oh, well, people in Florida like dick.
Yeah. So, like, that's fine, is it? So none of this stuff really bothered you that much.
Yes.
Like, you're not like that traumatized by the whole thing. You just didn't get enough money.
Hero says this is the bro rape YouTube video in real life. You know that video predates YouTube. That's like some E-Bombs World shit. The bro rape video.
I don't know about this.
Oh, you haven't seen the bro rape video? Oh my god! Yeah. Hold on here. We gotta see if I can bring this up. This is so old. It's like E-Bombs World, like College Humor. This came out like when I was in college, and it was pretty funny.
Okay.
So here we go. You ready?
Sweet. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, this party's awesome, bro. Yeah, dude. Yo, dude, I got some scotch. You want to drink some scotch before the party? Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's do it, bro. As much as you can, because you want to hide it before anybody else sees it, okay, bro? All right, bro. I'm going to take the pants off, okay? Wait, what? Bro, this is going to be awesome, bro. No, dude. Don't take my pants off. All right, dude. Go lay down on the bed. No, bro. I'm not going to lay down on the bed. Bro, go lay down on the bed. Yo, this is going to be awesome, yo. Just there you go, bro. All right, cool. Lay down on the bed. No, dude. What are you... All right, bro. Yo, this is going to be sweet, all right? Wish me luck. No, bro. Bro, stop!
It's a type of rape that's gone overlooked for decades, and it's risen 44% in the last year. I'm talking, of course, about bro rape. What is a bro? A bro's an 18 to 24-year-old male who wears Birkenstock sandals, watches Family Guy, plays Ultimate Frisbee, and wears an upside-down visor or a baseball cap with a pre-frayed brim. You know, a bro.
Oh.
For every suburban house party, 4 bros will be raped, and only 1 in 7 bros will tell their boys what happened the next day. As a result, most bro rapes go unreported.
So it was my friend Jake's birthday party, and we're playing paintball and whatever, and then we go back to Tim's house to get a little drunk, and Tim brings out some beers, and I turn around to get my bottle opener. When I turn back around, there's a Jack Johnson album next to my beer. And I was like, whose is this? I love Jack Johnson. And Tim's like, oh, me too. I love him too. Let's go up to my room and talk about it.
Internet chat rooms for bands like Dave Matthews, Jack Johnson, and Incubus have proven to be a hot...
This is so fucking funny because it was so like, you're like, oh my god, this is so cringe. Like people like Jack Johnson and like, like the whole frayed hat and everything. Like God, I'm like, you can walk around college and see tons of dudes looking like this. 100%.
That's a typical 90s kind of just idiot.
Yeah.
And so just tell me, like, I mean, because
this is early Donald Glover. That is early Donald Glover. Yes.
And obviously it's like tongue in cheek, but like, was there actually, did this kind of thing ever like?
No, this is just more making this is all just a joke about it.
Okay.
It's just this is all 100% satire.
Okay.
But yes, and Incubus, like I fucking loved Incubus back in the day. That's sad part. I was like, fuck, I can't like half this shit.
Bed for bro predators looking to prey on unsuspecting bros with phrases like chill or dude, let's just chill or hey bro, we're chilling. You want to get some beers and chill? Me and my film crew went to one of these chat rooms and posed as a 20-year-old bro named Chad. After a week or so, we lured some of these bro predators into our dorm room to chill. There they were confronted by our film crew who forced them to explain themselves.
Excuse me, sir. I'm David Foster from Newsline. Can I ask you a few questions?
Where's Chad? Is this Chad's room?
There is no Chad. We posed as a bro in an internet chat room. Can you explain what you're doing here?
Just gonna watch some DVDs, talk about bands. I was gonna tell Chad how not cool it is to invite bros he meets on the internet to his dorm. It's unsafe.
Can I see your bag?
Yeah, sure.
What's in here, sir?
Nothing.
6-pack Natty Ice.
Get thirsty a lot. I get thirsty.
Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Such an underrated movie. That's totally
Big Black Dildo.
Xbox.
I mean, it's easy. It's too easy. I mean, they didn't want to get raped. They wouldn't walk around the way they do with their pot-collared shirts and their Livestrong bracelets, their Abercrombie water polo T-shirts. I mean, fish farewell to her. That was like an all-you-can-rape buffet.
This is the best part of the. This is the best part.
I was looking for Chad.
Hi, I'm David Foster from Newsline. Can you explain what you're doing here?
I came here to meet up with Chad. We were going to study sciences.
And you met Chad over the internet, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he seemed like a pretty cool bro, you know what I mean? Cool bro.
This is also at the height of To Catch a Predator. I don't know. Like, did you guys have that in Australia?
No, but I know what that is. I've only found out about it recently, but now I know what it is.
Yeah, so this guy's trying to be Chris Hansen.
Oh, no.
Bro.
You just said
No, I did not say bro. I was gonna say something else like bro. There's
so you didn't come here to bro out or quote
bro out
with the bros and kick back.
No. I mean, I didn't even really take him for a bro. I came here strictly to, study sciences.
Can I read you an instant message conversation?
I mean, I guess
between Family Guy fan 84 and is that your screen name?
Yeah. I mean,
the conversation between you and Chad Bro Chill 17.
That's weird. I never heard that name.
So Chad, let's chill and play GameCube. By the way, bro, I always take my pants off to play GameCube, so I hope that's cool.
I don't. I have no recollection of typing those words.
Can we see what's in your bag?
This is the best part of the whole fucking thing, and we're gonna stop after this because it keeps going.
Okay.
But this is like the best part.
Yeah.
Can I take a look in your bag?
Can we see what's in your bag?
I don't have a bag. Can we take a look in your bag?
Yeah. Why would I care? Well, of course. There's nothing in there that a normal American doesn't have in his bag that he would
Can
carry.
of Axe body spray.
I like to smell like an axe. That's not my fault. I mean, like
a Dane Cook CD.
You are not an American if you don't love Mr. Cook. I don't.
Which is funny because he's now a massive joke thief.
Oh.
Yeah, he kind of fell from prominence.
There's
a GameCube game system.
Yeah, it's shaped like a cube, and you can play games on it. I don't understand what the problem is.
And the big.
Okay. Look, I have bros at home that can't find out about this. Okay, this is wrong. What you're doing here. Okay, it's not my fault. Okay, I know that I have a problem. Okay, I know that I have a problem. I live on campus, and it's hard because there's windows there in the buildings that I'm staying in, and I'll look out of these windows, and there'll be bros walking by, and it's not my fault that if I think about what they would look like soapy and wet, like that's not my fault that I want to this is crazy. Okay, why would you do
the
this?
Police are outside.
Why are the police outside? Why are the police outside? They should be inside. They should be inside a police station looking at the prints from fingers. Okay, there's no crime here. Okay, the only crime
You're the bad man. This is the best.
Yeah.
I love this part here.
is that me and Chad are not having a great time right now.
So you can't take the stuff.
Why can't I take it with me? It's mine. It's mine. This is my stuff, okay? This is ridiculous, okay? You are a bad man, and you are the friend of a bad man. This is no good.
The police are outside.
Tell Chad, why are the police outside? Tell Chad.
There's no Chad. There's no Chad.
Why is there no Chad?
You're just so pumped to be.
I love that. I love the part. It's like you're a bad man. You're the friend of a bad man with the camera.
You're the front of it. He's flopping a dildo around.
Yes, leave bros
That's
alone.
classic.
Yes.
That's so
I can't believe you guys have never seen that. That goes back. That goes way, way back. Yeah,
That was
back to
good.
Dane Cook when he was on top. Yeah, Dane Cook was pushed by big cable. Yes, he was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me a bit of like the old like Lonely Island kind of stuff. Like, yeah. Imagine,
Well, pause, I guess, is what he's saying here. You know, Puff Daddy's an actual rapist, right, dude? Yes, we're getting to all that. That's a shame he's never seen this before. She says, the all-you-can-rape buffet is pretty hilarious. Yeah.
well, I mean, But
Colt says, I was in middle school when these were new. Yeah, and all millennials, I know. I was in college when this I was like, I think I was a freshman or sophomore, and I'm like, holy shit, there are fucking bros everywhere. It was scary.
Bros. Interestingly, like there are dudes who have grown up since that age and they still dress like that.
Yeah.
Like with a
Stabby say, don't worry, I won't tell people about your Coldplay vinyl collection. You know.
Hey, Coldplay are good.
Yes.
It's a good band. All right. That was good.
Yeah, so was that really? Yeah, that was really Daniel Glover. Yeah, that's really him, like back in the day. Yeah, what's a back rub amongst friends? I know. Just bros being bros. Yeah, just bros being bros. Just bros being dudes. So yes, for $20,000 more, he probably would have shut up. Which that says a lot. Like, if Jones is willing to take 20 G's to keep his mouth shut, it's like, did you really not enjoy it for a year? Anyway, Diddy's deceptive business practices became so bad, Jones was left with no choice other than to make a public plea on social media for Diddy to pay him. After requesting Diddy do the right thing and pay him fairly, Jones received an onslaught of threatening messages from Stevie J, like, what? I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. And Love Records, A&R, DeForest Taylor. Well, what did they do here? Okay. So, you 100% liar and a weirdo, good luck, still name, running nigga, come talk to me. Okay, that's not that scary to me. Like, what are you scared of? So Diddy uses power and influence to intimidate. Diddy does not take no for an answer and often threaten to inflict bodily harm on Jones if Jones didn't comply. As detailed above, Diddy threatened to eat his face. He threatened to take his face off.
I want to know more about that.
Yeah. On another occasion, while standing in Diddy's bedroom, because you're not a homo, apparently.
No.
Mr. Jones was forced to watch as Diddy displayed his guns. Okay, his guns? Oh no, his guns! It bragged about getting away with shooting people. So Diddy's admitting to the nightclub shooting? Diddy shared he was responsible for the shooting of the nightclub with rapper Shine. Now this was big back in the day. Like him and this when he was a J-Lo, and J-Lo supposedly helped dispose of evidence. Shine, like it was a big shooting, and like it was a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
He shared that the artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, J-Lo. Okay, so wow, I didn't read this far, but yeah, it's carried the gun in the club for him and passed the gun off after he got in the altercation. Yeah, she hid the gun and did all kinds of shit. And there's J-Lo back in the day.
Okay.
So Diddy and J-Lo were arrested after the shooting because they were believed to be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. The shooting in the Chalice recording studios confirmed Diddy's statements. How? These statements reinforced Mr. Jones' fear of Diddy and strengthened Diddy's control. Mr. Jones was terrified. He felt like he could not tell him no. Diddy consistently made it clear he has immense power in the music industry and with law enforcement. What is he going to say? Yeah, he's like, the LAPD, I fucked them in the ass too. The LAPD has licked my butthole. They know what it tastes like. Diddy makes it clear that his head of security, Fahim Muhammad, Mr. Muhammad, had the power to make people and problems disappear.
I don't get this.
Disappear like Diddy's cock up someone's ass.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
How
See, he looks like a nice guy. He looks like a nice guy. He's got that big old smile.
Lovely smile. He's a good looking dude.
He's like, hello, why so serious?
All right, now, sorry, who's he in the story?
He's the bodyguard. He's the head of security and like his bodyguard.
Security dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He's lovely.
Yes. Diddy instructs his staff to always contact Mr. Muhammad if they're ever pulled over by the police in Miami or Cali. Upon information and belief, Muhammad spoke with the LAPD after G was shot at the studios. The LAPD and CRS witnessed the blood in the restroom, and they went with the bogus claim of the shooting of G occurred outside the studio. This is all thanks to Muhammad's connections with law enforcement. Okay.
See what someone said in chat, Sturm and Drang. Fahim Muhammad was formerly MJ's head of security.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Ooh, interesting.
Cool.
Interesting.
Interesting bit of information.
Yeah. Is that the Ralph or Diddy impression? I don't know. Well, I can't. Yes. He's going to be like, suffer, Rod, suffer. Stay out of the damn bedroom. I know that's a thing, though. So, Jim Cox says, I won't make any chimpanzee jokes. Yeah, those would have multiple uses here right now. Be careful. J-Rock says, I thought the real issue was the butt stuff. True. Grimm's Bar for $5 says, what in the other living fuck did I just walk into? You got some splaining to do. Well, no. This guy's explaining. Diddy's got some splaining to do right now. Jones had no reason to believe Diddy, as he had seen firsthand the shooting of G and the subsequent silence of LAPD and the media that Diddy indeed had the power to harm him. The cops spent hours in the recording studio after the shooting of G, yet there were no arrests. Jones witnessed the LAPD in the restroom above, yet no arrests were made. Well, you should have said something. The morning after the shooting, Jones and several others arrived, and G's blood was still on the floor, and Diddy had hired a cleaning crew to clean it up. Okay, so now we get to Ethiopia Habtemariam. Lucian Grange, who's the head of Universal Music Group, and then all these record labels aided, embedded, and profited off of Diddy's RICO enterprise. And it's never RICO. Okay. RICO is the racketeering, influence of corrupt organizations. RICO is never the answer in a civil suit. He recalls seeing defendant Grange visiting Diddy at his house in Miami and in L.A. According to Jones, whenever Grange visited Diddy at his homes, it would be in the evening, and he and Diddy would disappear for hours in Diddy's bedroom. Oh, my really? God, Diddy fucking everybody. God damn, Diddy slinging dick, or is Diddy taking dick? I don't know. I mean, he's already at the top, so how much more casting couches can he have?
I swear, he was really putting his dick in people.
Yeah. Goodness. They were just doing bro stuff. They were just listening to music.
It's bro stuff. Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah.
Just dudes being dudes and bros. Saturdays for the boys. Defendant Grange sponsored, and you've never heard that before.
Sorry, what was that?
You've never heard that before. So there's you never heard of Gronk, the football player?
No.
Okay, never mind. So they were saying what are Saturdays for? He's a football player on the Patriots. He played with Tom Brady. He's kind of like a big meathead. He's pretty funny. And somebody said what are reporters like, what are Saturdays for? He's like, Saturdays are for the boys. And he's like a party animal.
I see. Well, this is all for the boys.
What? Yeah. Well, this is the real boys. Yeah.
Aye.
They put a condom on. Are they boys in the hood? You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys in the hood.
They were just playing Madden, yo. It's like, yeah. This is Illuminati shit, bro. It's the Black Illuminati. Yeah, this is fucking creepy, man. This is fucking creepy.
I just can't believe they're all gay and they're all taking it up the ass.
It's like Alex Jones is right about these interdimensional psychic vampires and the potbelly goblins wanting to just eat babies and fuck everyone. It's like how do these guys not have HIV? Like they're all paused up. I mean,
so they might have HIV.
They might. Yeah, it's all a cabal. They can afford it. So they're all like Magic Johnson. They're just immune from AIDS now. And they're just paused up and.
Yeah.
So as evidence above, these parties had sex workers and underage girls present. Okay. During these parties, the defendant, Lucia Grange, knew or should have known that Diddy was drugging the attendees through lace bottles of Delio tequila and Ciroc vodka. It's no secret that Diddy has specific bottles of alcohol designated for females and other bottles designated for his staff artist and himself. So it's like, woo, if I go over there, hopefully it's not Chubby Chaser. But if I went over to go drink at Diddy's house, they'd be like, here you go. And I'm like, I know there's no roofie in here. This fact was detailed by former bodyguards of Diddy. As a sponsor of these events, Grange had a duty and obligation to ensure the sex workers and underage girls were not present. Well, okay, I get the underage girls not being present, but what? Like, they're not allowed to have sex workers? That Diddy was not spiking the alcohol with date rape drugs. Okay, well, that part too. Yeah, he shouldn't be able to. On YouTube channel, The Art of Dialogue, former bodyguard Gene Deal exposed Diddy's pill mixing method used to spike cranberry juice and orange juice. According to Deal, Diddy would place ecstasy in the juices. Okay, so there's a link to it here and here. All right. On
Is
YouTube,
that responsible to be actually showing how to make
I'm thinking he would say like he would say like he talked about it, like he exposed it. I don't think they're saying like here's how you rape bitches. I think he's saying here's how Diddy would do it. I don't think he's actually talking.
How did he do it?
Yeah. So on YouTube, former artist Mark Curry, Mr. Cooper, I think that's who he's talking about, exposed Diddy for spiking bottles of Moët champagne in the VIP section of nightclubs. How do you spike bottles of champagne? Because you got to pop them.
Yeah.
I guess it's just sitting there, but that just like takes. You want it like freshly popped though. So he would have a set of champagne bottles for artists and a set for women. Like, I don't know how that works.
Can you put something
Jonathan
through
say,
the
isn't
fork?
ecstasy and alcohol dangerous? Yes, it's not good, but
It's not the worst thing.
yes.
Yeah, and needle D. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like you can get through the cork.
Yes. And Isaac Baruch's Wholesome Gabagool art for $5. Thank you. Says, I'm behind, but we'll catch the replay. Thank you, you beautiful pile of man. Diddy's in Paris. Yeah, apparently. Also, favorite World War II airplane. I'm a Corsair man myself. I mean, really, if I had to take a pick, I'd say the Hellcat if it's got to be an American one. But if I don't have to pick an American, it's like a BF-109 F series, the F4, where it's still got the shark-like profile on it in the nose. It doesn't have the big cannon yet shoved up in the front, so it's still got those sleek lines. Like those are fucking sexy. The F model of the 109, but if it's got to be if I have to pick an American, it's the Hellcat. Thing is a fucking monster. Hellcat was so fucking cool. It would fucking destroy any aircraft in Europe. So that's how fucking.
That's my nickname.
Hellcat.
Yeah.
So Corsair, nothing wrong with the Corsair. Whistling Death is good. But thanks, Isaac. Yes, just like the Diddy song "Niggas in Paris." It's like rape is in Paris. Oh. So am I watching Masters of the Air? No. No, I am not watching Masters of the Air. It looked really bad and cringe. And they've got they're behind lines and they're like fighting their way through shit. That all looks kind of tacky. I just don't know how good it's going to look. It didn't look high quality to me. I mean, they could just do it they can make a bomber crew flying 25 raids in 1943. They could do Schweinfurt. They could do Regensburg, Black Tuesday. They could do the raids on the U-boat pens. They could do them going all the way to Pilsen, Czechoslovakia, hitting Berlin, doing all that shit. Memphis Belle made it really good. They could do that and stretch it out for episodes. I don't know why they had to do all this extra shit thrown in there. It just seems like a waste. Although people say it's good, but that doesn't mean anything really to me. But I'll try it, I guess, at some point. Oh, did all the World War II stuff drive you off?
No. I'm just reaching down to get something. Oops.
Okay.
I should turn my microphone off there.
Yeah, World War II is about the Holocaust yet again. It's like, yeah, why can't they just go bomb shit? So, because I'd be all about that show. Details saying based. Yeah. Hard Warble says it's really bad. Yeah. You want a 109 G6 like Hartman's? Yeah, that's not bad. The G6 isn't bad, but I don't like how the nose gets like the F model still got that fucking straight fucking line. It's like a fucking like knife flying through the air. It's like a shark. You know, if you could put like the 30 mil cannons in it and shit in the wings, like, yeah, you could upgrade it probably a little bit. But that thing is just, it fucking looks so cool. So that's the main thing there. Okay. So. Justin Hancock say, got to bounce, terrific show. Good night. Yeah, we'll see you. So here we go. John says, imagine shooting 30 millimeter cannons in today's economy. I know. Who the fuck do we think I am? All right. Old Nine Red says, we haven't started yet, but my husband will lose it if it's not accurate. So will I. So will I. Iman Rezi says, I never want to hear a foamer joke again. Why? I'm not allowed to make fun of foamers because I get all autistic about airplanes.
No.
So
but you are a foamer.
I'm not a foamer.
You are.
No. Nar. Nar.
Nar.
No.
You are.
I'll say it so you understand me. Nar. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth, mate?
No, mate. Are you pretty good at that, mate? I believe you are a foamer. Foamer.
This writer has spoken with several former employees of Diddy who witnessed his chief of staff instructing her staff to lace the champagne, De Leon, and Ciroc bottles with ecstasy and other illicit drugs. He also recalls seeing defendant Ethiopia Habitamariam visiting Diddy in his home in Miami and all over the place. He said whenever she visited Diddy, it would be in the evening and she and Diddy would disappear for hours in a Diddy's bedroom. Okay. And then apparently she also visited Diddy while they had the writing camp, which I'm like, I don't understand why they have a camp. Like, we're learning how to write. So she also sponsored several Love album listening parties at Diddy's house in LA. The parties were sponsored by the defendants and the record companies. As evidence above, they had sex workers and underage girls present. During these parties, she knew or should have known that Diddy was drugging the attendees. Okay. As a sponsor of this event, she had a duty and obligation to make sure it wasn't happening. Okay. Who, how the hell do you know? Oh, this is interesting. He's saying Christina Coram is his like chief of staff and saying she's the Ghislaine Maxwell to Diddy's Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, okay.
See, here's the problem.
Actually involved.
Homie's missing the. You gotta put the apostrophe right after Combs.
Yeah.
Sean Combs, Jeffrey Epstein. Like, bro, you spent all this time. You're gonna make all these claims. Like, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
You need to put punctuation in.
Yeah.
And also, you can't. Okay, that's just making a comparison. Like putting
I know, but this is creepy
though
because it's like I know, but they're both staring at the camera. You're like, and they're both staring off of the distance, and you're like, "What?" I'm like, "That is a little creepy."
It's very creepy. I don't think it's right to compare that. Like, I mean, these are terrible allegations.
Yeah, well, if she was procuring underage girls, she basically was Ghislaine Maxwell. So,
Yes.
So, according to Jones, during the 13 months he lived and traveled with Diddy, He witnessed Diddy display, and here's the thing: displaying and distributing guns. Oh no, that's not illegal. Okay, from his closet. Okay, in Miami, Florida, and L.A. Okay, the questionable individuals all dressed in black. Okay, that part might be a problem, but still, that's not illegal. They have the right to possess arms. According to during the 13 months he lived and traveled with Diddy, he witnessed Coram openly ordering assistants to keep Diddy high off of gummies and pills. Okay. She required all employees from the butler to the chef to the housekeepers to walk around with a pouch of gummy or a fanny pack filled with cocaine, GHB, ecstasy, marijuana, and marijuana gummies, and Tukey, a pink drug that is a combination of ecstasy and cocaine. God, that's got to get people. That's got to be some race fuel right there. Ecstasy and cocaine. Holy shit.
I want to work that.
That'll get you. That'll fire people up. Don't send somebody to the fucking moon.
Holy, look at it. Like, okay, that's just food coloring. But
yeah,
what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, serious question for a minute. So this is just a simple suit, right?
Yeah.
But does this not mean that he has to be criminally investigated for all these things?
It doesn't have to be, but he could be.
Yeah. Because they're pretty serious allegations, right? So.
Yes. And Pause, I'm not sure if you want to be considered Pause. I'm not sure which name you like to go by. The artist formerly known as Pause, saying most of Diddy's artists were too scared to say all this, especially in court.
Mm-hmm.
In Massachusetts, brandishing a gun is illegal. Yeah, but this is all it's all private. It's all, he's not being sued. He hasn't alleged a threat that he's been threatened with the gun. Diddy just pulled him out.
Mm.
But yeah, there's so many drugs. No wonder they're all fucking each other. It's so high they don't realize who they're fucking. It was important to Christina, they call her KK, to have Diddy's drug of choice immediately ready when he asked for it. He's like, oh, that cocaine was great, but now I need some ecstasy. Now. Chop, chop. The butler comes up. Sir, your ecstasy as ordered.
Get out of my fanny pack with the organizational chart.
In the fanny pack, that's where Hannah Reid kept all the ammunition on Rush.
Yeah.
So KK ordered sex workers and prostitutes for Diddy. She also ordered and distributed all the ecstasy and ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms to Diddy and his celebrity guests who were present on his rented yacht. And all of his homes. And on multiple occasions, KK forced Jones to carry Diddy's drug pouch against his will. Yes, I'm sure it was so bad. Here, carry the drug pouch. No, I can't carry it. It's like, it's a little bit of drugs in there, dude. They're not making you do them. KK was as Diddy's chief of staff. KK was instrumental in organizing and executing the Rico enterprise. The following individuals execute the following tasks for the Rico enterprise. Stevie J recruits sex workers and attends and participates in freak-offs. What's a freak-off?
Oh, so
we have Diddy, Stevie J, and the plaintiff at a strip club. Diddy's recording the video while coaching and training the defendant how to recruit sex workers. Okay. So his son solicits prostitutes, underage girls, and sex workers. Brendan Paul works as Mr. Combs' mule. He acquires and distributes the drugs and guns. So Brendan Paul, okay, the white boy, like, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Frankie Santella works alongside Brendan. While Brendan acquires and pays and distributes Diddy's guns and drugs, Frankie carries the money and pays for the guns and drugs. Okay. Moy Bond hires the sex workers and attends the parties and is in the freak-offs. Okay. So that's her. But I also thought she was also one of Young Miami's cousins. Oh, no, that's him right there. Sorry. That's not her. This is him. This is him. Da, 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 da. I guess. Diddy also funded and used his affiliation with local gangs and gang leaders who would frequent his homes in L.A. to secure drugs and guns he obtained and used his house to distribute from. Defendants executed the RICO enterprise with threats of violence, threatening to eat faces, displaying guns, distributing guns, bragging about having law enforcement under control, bragging about murdering people, and bragging about bribing witnesses and jurors in criminal cases concerning the 1999 nightclub shooting.
The face eating's back again.
Yeah. Who really thinks your face is going to get fucking eaten? Like, come on.
They're threatening. They keep threatening to eat the faces.
Yeah, they just won't let it go away, though. Like, I don't fucking believe it.
I'm going to eat your face.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat your face, y'all.
So they executed the RICO enterprise with threats of isolation for the music and entertainment industry. They paraded the powerful executives around. And then they also had flooded with the drugs. They executed the enterprise with threats of non-payment for work, fake promises of cash, to be producer of the year on a Grammy, and guaranteed access to future projects, and the promise of a $20 million home in Miami. Plaintiff has left the names and images of the individuals out of the pleading for fear of retaliation. For what? Which part? Oh, the gang leaders and local gangs. Yeah, I could see that. He doesn't want the gang members to come after him. Hold on 1 second. I need to fix something with my chair. I'm caught up in a cord. So hold on.
There was a face eater at one point. He was interviewed by Dr. Phil.
Who was interviewed by Dr. Phil?
A face eater. No. There was a face eater a few years back.
Oh, the lady got her face eaten by the chimp.
No. There was a dude. He murdered some people and ate their faces.
What? Really?
Yeah. And yeah, Dr. Phil interviewed him, and it was his parents actually forgave him for the face eating. Yes. Yeah, they supported him through the face eating. Indeed.
Like, we knew he had it in him all along. We supported his dreams as long as he tried his hardest.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, that's my boy, eating people's fucking faces off.
Yep. Yeah,
that's how my mom would do it. She's like,
in fact, yeah, you can Google him, the face eater.
My mom would be like, that's my boy. You know, when he makes his fertilizer truck bombs, he goes all out.
Yep. That's great to hear. Yeah,
I'm missing other birds.
There's birds outside my window. They're really
like
squawky.
Kookaburras, aren't those birds?
Well, kookaburras make a prettier sound than that. So no, they're actually just like minor birds.
You need just like a pellet gun, just drop one.
I get arrested for that though.
The chair is dying. No, the chair was caught. So, yeah, I had a private moment imagining I was there with Diddy. Diddy's allowed to wreak havoc. While living and traveling, Jones discovered Diddy has hidden cameras in every room of his home. Ooh. He believes that Diddy has recordings of all the defendants as well as other celebrities and athletes. Upon information and belief, these individuals were recorded without their knowledge and consent, as is the case with the homosexual tape of Stevie J that Diddy provided to this guy. And Diddy presented compromising footage of every person that attended his parties, his freak-off parties, and his house parties. Okay. That's very much like Jeffrey Epstein. He's got a lot of compromising stuff, a lot of compromat. Upon information and belief, due to this treasure trove of evidence, he believes he's untouchable. So yeah, maybe he did work and take some Jeffrey Epstein tricks out of picks him up. Diddy employs a guy named Jose. He's like, my name is Jose. I do IT. This writer spoke to several former employees who confirmed that Cruz is the gatekeeper to all of Mr. Combs. Instead of Mr. Combs, it's Mr. Coombs. I'm sure he's Mr. Coombs a lot. His recordings. Cruz intentionally hides behind the camera and from social media and the internet. Do all the incriminating acts he's required to record for Diddy. Yes. Jose, Puff's tech guy in Cali. First cause of action, the racketeering. Okay, so we already talked about all the other things and re-alleging them. Okay. The entities are with a person. Yep. Okay. So where are they getting to here with the RICO statute? So they talk about it's unlawful for any person who's received any income derived directly or indirectly from a pattern of racketeering activity through a collection of an unlawful debt, which such persons participate as a principal within the meaning Section 2. Directly investing the come for the proceeds of any income, the acquisition of an interest or stash in the operation of any enterprise which is engaged in, or the activities which affect interstate or foreign commerce. So basically, RICO allows you to go after them for anything. You're wondering, wow, that's like a catch-all law. Well, yes, the U.S. government made RICO because it couldn't figure out how to go after the mafia. So it created RICO.
Yes.
Because they were smart enough to stay out of the trouble of the laws that existed already. So the government made a new law. And this is more, and RICO's bullshit. RICO should go away. It shouldn't exist. But this is the other part of RICO.
Those boys really annoying.
No, they're fine. Okay. Are people crying about it?
No, I'm just asking.
It says Diddy knows millionaire Jewish guys are fine. Yeah. That's funny. Yes. Rico Suave.
Suave.
Let's call Jose. Yeah. Yeah. Does this show his phone number? No, it doesn't have his phone number. Never mind.
I found the face here. So it turns out, I remember the story now. He was quite young, and he actually is one of the few people to be found not guilty by reason of insanity.
Oh, there you go. Good job.
Yeah.
So they point out that they've increased their profits, unlawfully increased their profits by luring and deceiving producers, writers, musicians, creators, and artists such as the plaintiff to transport drugs, transport firearms, solicit minors, exotic dancers, sex workers, and utilize their talents and labor to produce music and other things and other goods and services without compensation. Yeah. The RICO enterprise is affected interstate and foreign commerce. Is comprised of an association of persons, including each defendant and other unnamed co-conspirators. That association, in fact, was structured by various contracts and non-contractual relationships between the defendants, by which they agreed to carry out a mail and wire fraud scheme to acquire drugs, firearms, prostitutes, minors, sex workers, and the labor of producers, and pay for them without compensation. The members of the RICO enterprise all share a common purpose: to enrich themselves financially and sexually at the expense of others through fraudulent means. As set forth herein, the defendants benefited financially from the scheme to defraud plaintiff by intimidating him with threats of violence, bragging about the guns, bragging about having cops work for him, bragging about murdering people, bragging about bribing witnesses and jurors in the criminal case concerning the nightclub shooting with Shine. The threats of isolation from the music industry, by parading around the pile for executives. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. And having these parties filled with drugs and minors and all kinds of illegal sex. The threats of non-payment for work completed, fake promises of cash, producer of the year Grammy Awards, all the stuff we already heard before. Access to future projects in the $20 million home. So they talk about all this stuff again, that they all share a common purpose. The boom, 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 boom. Guys, same stuff we're talking about here. The RICO enterprise continued throughout the years, including during Combs' 10-year relationship with his girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. According to Miss Ventura's civil complaint, this RICO enterprise continued in a relationship where Diddy forced her to carry his gun in her purse, forced her to engage in unwanted sexual acts with males, prostitutes, sex workers, forced her to consume dangerous amounts of ecstasy, GHB, and cocaine. It's a lot of stuff. And paying a member of a security team $5,000 to blow up the vehicle of Kid Cudi because he was so jealous and insecure of the relationship. Okay, wow. That's interesting. I love how they just tacked that on at the end.
Yeah, because he was so jealous and insecure of the relationship. Yeah. It's just like, okay, well, you think so.
And so they talk more about the RICO enterprise, and they give them all the kind of drugs they want, and they don't get involved, and blah, 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 blah. You know, is it a it's a separate, distinct parent of racketeering activity. We'll see what the prosecution or the Diddy's team goes like. Lol, not true. False representations of inducing the defendants and all these other people to turn over their rights. Well, yeah, but those other people don't care. They're not relevant. It's really only this guy. So, but we've already seen all this blah, 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 blah.
My bad.
Throw a cat out there at him.
That my dog would actually, in a minute, the dog's going to go out there and bark his head off. So I will have to mute then. Legit.
So as part of the scheme, they talk about going to the strip club and soliciting prostitutes, but he got promised all the same things again. Stuff we've already talked about more than once. The true nature of the defendant's scheme was left undisclosed, was omitted, and or was affirmatively misrepresented, all to fraudulently increase profits, at least some of those which expand the enterprise, causing further injury to Jones and other, I don't know how much I made him when I did it, but it should have been good because there was a ton of people there. So
I'm going to have to jump in a minute, but can I just ask?
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to clean my eye boogers out here for a second.
Oh. Can I just ask,
Yeah.
So this is just one guy's allegation.
Yes.
Right? Against Diddy. And so if it were to go forth to court, which is unlikely, right? It's likely to settle. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but this is meant to settle. This is not the guy just wanted his money for his songs, and this is his way to make sure it happens.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
This could be imagine this going to Discovery. It's like, Diddy, did you fuck this guy? No. Did he fuck you? No.
Yeah. So assuming that it didn't settle, which is extremely very unlikely, and it were to go to court, then all of these people would need to be called as witnesses, and then there would be all of these really bad allegations, including solicitation of minors.
Yes.
And then suddenly, he would be facing criminal charges. He couldn't possibly not be facing criminal charges because, how could the state not?
How could the FBI just leave it alone?
Yeah. Am I right?
Well, I mean, they're incompetent, but I also like the fact that they're, somewhat incompetent because that means they can't cause me more problems. So.
Well, I mean, it's very public too. I mean,
yeah,
it's not something that you can just shy away from and go, oh well, there's this big civil case going on and everyone knows about it.
Well, I mean, they might, they might look into it, but it's going to take although Diddy apparently has the power here, so I don't know.
That's the other thing I don't get.
Yeah,
it's okay, so you're alleging that this man has that much power that he can just completely rule your life and all these other people's lives. And as you say, that's not really as relevant because it's just about this guy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and it's really? I mean, you're a grown dude.
Yeah.
He made you do all that stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
No. Well, it's just like the Vince McMahon one. How is this a thing? At some point, I don't get it.
No. Sounds like Diddy will give your balls stuck, yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to jump. I've got to get my stream ready for tomorrow and things. But thank you.
All right.
This has been awesome.
Sounds good, Hella. Do you have anything coming up? Do I need to maximize you at all? Well, you got something coming here? What do you got coming up this weekend?
I've got tons. Actually,
Hearsay for
Becky,
Days.
I do have Hearsay for Days and Broncos coming on for that one. So because when we talk about the Ross trial, if you want to come on, you're always welcome, but no pressure.
Sure.
Sure, yeah. Is
that
a yes?
What else you got? What time are you doing Hearsay for Days?
Hearsay for Days is always 3 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. And so, yeah, I'm going to be doing the Russ trial on that one. We're going to be looking at some stuff that's been happening in South Carolina with Mr. Eric Bland.
Yes.
And yeah, and we're also going to be looking at what's happening with the Coburger case as well.
Okay.
So that's Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. But also Saturday, tomorrow for you guys, it's Saturday already for me. Because Saturday tomorrow for you guys, 4 p.m. Eastern, Becky has had some text messages released. Yes.
Oh.
So it's not Becky mails anymore, it's Becky texts. And we're going to do some...
You have to change.
Yeah, I did. I changed it from Becky mails to Becky texts. And we're going to do some dramatic readings of those Becky texts. Yeah, you remember Dr. Kenneth Kinsey? Kinsey? She called him gay.
Oh. That's funny.
I know. That's not all she did, though.
So do you have a fan going, or is that the wind blowing through?
I have a fan going.
Oh, okay.
Not just...
How hot is it there today?
It's summer here, so it's about 31 degrees.
31? Oh, God, now I got to figure out, like...
Yeah, I don't know what
31C to F. I love how that's like, yes, we'll help you, stupid Americans. 87 degrees outside, almost 88.
Something like that, yeah.
That sounds very toasty.
It's a little warm. It's not too bad. Actually, no, it's not summer. It's just turned March, so now it's our autumn. You would call it fall, but we call it autumn. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, everything's just changed over, but it's still warm here because I'm in the north. But yeah, so I'll pop some links in. Oh, for some reason I find this like more confronting than the full screen, and I don't know why.
No, I understand. I agree. So it's like, this is better.
Yes, it's better. So on my way out, I'll pop some links in chat. But thank you so much for having me. That was hilarious, if not a little disturbing. But apart from that,
that's just, I was like, wow.
It was like, wow.
Yeah. In the deposition, it's like, sir, how would you say P. Diddy touched your butthole? Can you demonstrate for us? If I was Diddy's attorney, I was like, tell us how it happened. Show us. Pull down your pants. Pull down your pants.
War.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you
Bye,
later.
Ella. Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, it's like a music video. Yes, kind of like a music video. All right, guys, let's keep going through. Let's see if there's anything else worthwhile in here. Okay, defendants profited from this. Yeah, we get that because he suffered the enterprise 13 months of non-payment. It diminished plaintiff's health through consistent drugging and forced sexual encounters with prostitutes and sex workers. They stole his essence. He lost his life power fucking all those hookers. He's like, my precious fluids have been depleted. Death by snoo. They use this proceeds to operate their marketing machine through the use of mail, social media, word of mouth, and interstate wires to sell the illusion Diddy was serious about the talents of his people and wanted to use those skills. They also did all this. Yeah, they obtained revenue via wire transfers. Okay. The scheme was reasonably calculated to deceive Lil Rod. It was a complex and legal scheme to misrepresent the effectiveness, soliciting hookers, sex workers, and minors, distributing drugs and guns. That all this couldn't lead to securing a Grammy, purchasing $20 million homes on future projects, or $250,000 in cash payments, or meeting influential music execs. It was all a scam, apparently. Plaintiff Jones would not have lived for 13 months with Diddy, but for the illegal racketeering scheme operated by the defendants. They each had a specific intent in the RICO enterprise to defraud him, and it goes as follows. For the record people, Lucian Grange, Ethiopia Hebmardian, Combs Global, Motown Records, and then all the record labels control and participate in activities, the enterprise, and the ways set forth herein, including but not limited to developing marketing, scores of writing camps, listening parties, services that are marked to innocent, unassuming artists, creators, musicians, and producers who are vulnerable and seek of opportunities to work and share trade craft. Okay. They talk about through the relevant period. All these defendants, again, literally had a ethical obligation as respondeat superior to supervise the actions and activities of the individual defendants who are the same people. And they all failed to do so miserably. Oh, and they keep talking about all the same crap over and over again. Like, we've seen that. We're done. In connection with acting in New York, these defendants used the mail and ooh, did I mess up on this? Oh yeah, I did. There we go. That's right. So, yes, once again, that he did all of this producing without compensation and was forced to have sex with all the hookers he could have. I'm just sure that his family had bad thoughts. They're like, wait, how many hookers did you have? He's like, all of them. Yes. So they... Oh... So everything we've already talked about, all the same parties again up here, saying what they would do with the corporate entities. They used WhatsApp to distribute interstate wires to disseminate misleading information to produce as inherent as well as receive profits from artists and people that are working under them and just kind of steal their money is what their game plan is, what they're claiming happens here. Then there's Robert Greenhill, who's the accountant. Well, the name Greenhill, I'm sure that's, yeah. Would ensure the wire funds and all the cash payments to sex workers, and then there are guys who would be responsible for paying them in cash. And then other parties were paid a monthly fee to work as his sex workers in his videos. And, yeah, was that outlined in the criminal operation? Okay. Oh, during the 10 years preceding the filing of this action, all the defendants did cooperate jointly. And the commission of 3 or more acts that are itemized in 18 U.S.C. 1961 is described in the complaint. Yeah. Beginning exact date unknown to the plaintiff, but within 10 years preceding the filing of this action, defendants have knowingly and willfully and unlawfully participated in a pattern of racketeering activity that continues to this day. So with these acts set below, the racketeering acts the same pattern and purpose of the fraud plaintiff for the defendants. Yeah. Without the repeated predicate acts, the ability to conduct a fraud using the mail, telecommunications wires, and the money laundering, their businesses would not have succeeded. So without them scamming, without everybody scamming him out of money, there would have been losses. Like, I don't see how... I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't get, like, this is just, part of me thinks this is like fake. There's no way it's going to be real. Yes, it's 1 a.m. already. Yes. And Hella, take care again. We'll see you guys. Guys, if you want to give Hella, she's got stuff going on tomorrow doing the Becky text and then, doing Hearsay for Days. It's always a good program, Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So the racketeering will continue until morale improves. The separate racketeering acts all relate to each other as they were part of a concerted actions by defendants to use the endorsement of all of this and, yes, tangible goods without compensation and the solicitation of sex workers and buying all the drugs. The separate acts of the racketeering all go through how they were to fraudulently induce this guy who's totally not gay. Okay. The wrongful conduct caused injury to plaintiffs and remains a part of his ongoing business practices, continuing a threat to him and the public. Their association with the enterprise enabled the defense to conduct, direct, and control a pattern of fraudulent legal activities over a substantial number of years, which continue to this day. To further their goals, they worked in concert, engaged in various forms of criminal activity, including solicitation and of sexual encounters with prostitutes, sex workers, minors, and drugs, and the purchasing and distribution of illegal firearms and drugs. Yeah, okay. Plaintiff's ongoing pattern of activities continues to injure the plaintiff. The patterns the plaintiff's parent forcing him to elicit sexual encounters with prostitutes and purchase the firearms was a proximate cause. Yeah. So they committed mail fraud. Okay. So mail fraud is specific, guys. It's where you use mail use the mail and rely. So it's a scheme to defraud, put people out of money, relying on the mail. So that's, yeah. And I don't see where the mail is, though, because I'm looking through here. It's like they agreed to acts of mail fraud described through this. They agreed to lie on the mail to secure wire frauds, cash payments for producers and legal things there. It further to a purpose executing the above fraudulent and illegal course of conduct to scheme to defraud. Offense either individually or in combination with themselves use the U.S. mail by both placing and causing to be placed cash letters, market materials, and agreements and other matters in depositories and by removing or causing to be removed and other mailable letters from depositories in violation of the mail cash statute. So they could not have furthered their fraud without the use of the mail. For example, they talk about all this again. Yep. And they did it, including New York. Okay. They committed multiple acts of wire fraud, and wire fraud is using the communications wires meant to be like telegraph wires originally for wire fraud, but wire fraud includes phones, computers, radios. The wires are out there. So they used the wire fraud. They agreed to lie in interstate wires to disseminate funds and submit payments. They illegally required wire transfers to meet the goal of their client coming up. Additionally, they should facilitate these over interstate wires of furtherance of fraud. Sex workers and prostitutes have been received from payments of the defendants. Okay, well, I'm sure those guys are keeping track of their whole ledgers of what's going on. That's James says when you control the mail, you control information. Yes. It's not wire fraud if you use Wi-Fi. Yeah. So they talk about further of the fraudulent legal activities here. They couldn't survive their frauds. Yep, they couldn't survive their frauds. Damaging business properties until to recover damages. The acts or omissions were actuated by actual malice and a willful and wanton disregard. The consequences suffered by the plaintiff and with knowledge of a high degree of probability of harm to the plaintiff. It seems correct. I see here. So compensatory damages alone will be insufficient to such conduct in the future. There needs to be a criminal referral to the U.S. Justice Department as well as the State's Attorney General's office. This plaintiff requests the court issue an order to grant judgment to the plaintiff as follows. Granting plaintiff statutory, common law, and punitive damage that applicable, pre- and post-judgment interest and full recompense. Entering judgment according to the full declaratory relief sought. They want to do further relief, including without limitation, injunctive and equitable relief, which you won't get, but you always ask for it. You always ask for it because you don't know what you're going to get. Never hurts to ask, because if you ask and they say no, oh well, you tried. Justice says, don't be like Diddy and try to put your cock in the mail. You hear the word mailbox and he got all confused. He's like, I love a box. I love smashing a box, but I could put my dick in it. It's a male version? I don't know. So the second cause of action, sex assault and harassment. And guys, this goes on and on and on here. So, where are we? Yeah. So we are moving on from there. He's getting his pantsuit off. The fifth cause. Yeah, guys, this just goes on forever and ever and ever. This is like all these pages of everything here that we already know what he's done. I mean, yeah, I mean, this goes on and on and on forever here. And that these, I mean, they just keep saying like all these guys fucked up, and it's all these guys fucking up over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, the 15th cause of action is structure the enforcement of the Trafficking Victim Protection Act. That gives them another way in. I mean, that's, yeah. So, yes, Diddy has a laundry list of criminal charges and barely escaped serving prison time. That's pretty creative writing. So, oh my gosh, these are so ridiculous. Okay, the prayer for, jeez. So the demand for insurance coverage. They are demanding that Diddy provide a complete copy of his applicable insurance policies and also his company's declaration sheets and demonstrating coverage within 30 days of service of this complaint. And you are allowed to do that. Find out what their insurance coverage is. So you're allowed then to go try to milk as hard as you can. So the prayer for relief, declaratory judgment, award of damages, that to be determined at trial. The compensate plaintiff for all non-monetary and or compensatory damages, but including all these things: anguish, humiliation, embarrassment, stress, and anxiety, campaign emotion, or emotional pain. Why did I say campaign emotion? Emotional pain, suffering, and emotional distress. Award of punitive damages, okay. Prejudgment interest on all amounts due, which, yeah, you might not get, depending on how savage you are. Depending on how bad the judge finds out you're a dick, he might grant that. An award of costs that plaintiff has incurred this action, but not limited to expert witness fees, as well as the plaintiff's reasonable attorney's fees in courts. The fullest extension of the relief the court may deem proper and just. Okay. They're not going to get any of that stuff. They're not going to get all that gay shit. I mean, really, they're not going to get it. I don't know why people think they would. Was there already enough milk in that dude's hole? Yeah. Enter the name here. Bohemian says, somehow this reminds me of those newspapers and magazines you see, etc., except this is only for courtrooms. Yeah. Yes. Control F for the booty. Oh, so, guys, that's it. I mean, wow. Like, seriously, like, that's some crazy, crazy shit. I mean, that's crazy. Like, basically, if this lawsuit's true, she's basically torn down the entire R&B community for the most part, which would be ridiculous. Oh. And Bulb says, did you miss the good shit? Yeah, you did, just a little bit. So, we got one more super chat here. Unknown Europe for $2 says, sounds like Diddy. Well, give your balls a tug. Yes, to quote Shorzy. Yeah, give your balls a tug. Like you've never roofied the bros. Like, shh. Shut the fuck up. Trying to get me fucking indicted out here? So, I just can't believe all this nonsense. Like, some of this, I'm just surprised. Oh, I'm just so surprised. This thing is, like, absolutely fucking insane. Like, some of this, like, there's so much of it, though, it can't be fake. Oh, well. All right, guys. So that is actually it tonight for us. So, Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm a little leery of this guy. Like, oh, I thought it was all bad, but I'm like still like almost 12 months in. Like, I'm gonna go hang out in my bedroom with him. I'm gonna try to friend zone him. Like, and it did work. Oh, just trying to think how this is gonna work. Yes, he enriches women and sex with men. I'm not gay. Yes, you are, Diddy. I'll sit in the corner with you and we can watch together. Scott X says, I believe it more than the McMahon logs. Yeah. Oh. Mm. Oh. Yes, started all with his damn Dane Cook CDs. Yes. Yes, it did. So, all right, guys, that is it. We got through that one pretty quick. So I'm actually impressed with things. And we're gonna pack it in because I'm exhausted. I need to get some like real sleep. So not sure what we're doing tomorrow. So we're all caught up everywhere. So we might just be working on stuff tomorrow. I don't know yet. So guys, really, all I can say is until next time, just because you did it doesn't mean you're guilty. Although at this point, goddamn, Nick, you are making it hard for me to support you. Oh. Oh, yeah. Good night, everyone. You're into like other streamers. Yeah, take the weekend off. No, we got some work I got to get done. Got to get some office stuff done too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it up. And I will talk to you guys later. So, good night, guys. Take care. And yeah, thank you for everybody here out on Rumble, out in the Rumble, guys. Did you guys? Oh, it finally loaded. Oh, it finally loaded. Yes, there we go. Real Patriots, great. Detroit, we call it autumn too. Yes. Nicholas, a cancer patient. He's 520 fever. All right. Well, thank you everybody on Rumble, on Twitch, on Kick. Thank you so much. Oh, good night, guys. Good night.